Oh, hello there. Welcome to Whiteboard Mastery. My name is Alexis, and today I want to share with you some exciting behind the scenes news. I'm writing a book about whiteboarding, and I'm looking forward to sharing the final product with you very soon. I'm almost finished with the first draft, and I just wanted to give you a quick idea of what to expect. And it's not going to be a long book. In fact, I didn't want to make it short and sweet and make it sort of action packed. And if you look here, I made like a little outline why I'm so excited about this book. So on the bottom left, you see this guy. This could be, this could be you. If you have like a lot of thoughts on your mind, maybe your role is a thought leader. You have all these ideas in your mind you want to share with your audience. Maybe you're a CEO who has all these responsibilities and just feels overwhelmed by these responsibilities. Maybe you're a developer who wants to build a really good system and is currently occupying half of his brain with thinking about it without trying it out on a whiteboard. Maybe you're a marketeer who is looking to better understand his, maybe let's say, funnel, to visualize your funnel. And if anything, if that's something where you're starting with, then this book is really interesting to you. I'll briefly walk through these 9 squares. First of all, in the book I will describe briefly to you what whiteboard hacking is. Then we'll do a quick overview of the tools that you should have close by to follow along with the exercises. Then the third box here, bottom right, you see this sort of artist's palette and a brush and an X. I want to share with you why actually having artistic talent doesn't matter at all. Whiteboarding and being able to visualize ideas is a skill that anyone can learn. And I'll also discuss with you why, if you already are good at drawing, why this may actually not be so good for you. Why having prior experience can actually hold you back. Then we'll go into the nuts and bolts. The first thing that I want you to learn is better handwriting, is a new way of handwriting, in fact, which we'll have exercises for. The next one is learning or relearning to draw basic shapes. That's squares, triangles, circles, lines, arrows, like the basic stuff. If you have done this before, this will be a great revisiting of the fundamentals. And if you have never really exercised and tried out drawing basic shapes, then obviously this is great for you, because then in the next chapter, so to speak, we'll tackle drawing more complex shapes such as people. And faces and concepts like a house or a car or a computer or a phone. They all are based on obviously the basic shapes that we learned earlier, and I think it's a great part of the course where you start putting things together. And if you've only so far drawn, the standard stick figure that always looks the same, being able to give figures, for example, more expression will, I think, incredibly boost the way you can express yourself on a whiteboard or on a piece of paper. So super excited about this. Then the next section will be briefly discussing the 2 ways of thinking and the 2 mindsets that we tend to have when we start with a whiteboard, with an empty board. This could be as by yourself or as a team. And I will discuss these two mindsets and encourage you to ask yourself before you start a session, what's my end goal? Is it either, and this is where this diamond in the middle comes from, and 2 guys are sort of standing there wondering, are you trying to diverge, where you're trying to open up a space, where you're trying to generate, let's say, ideas? Or are you trying to converge, where you're trying to come to a decision? And I found that being aware of these 2 mindsets and these 2 approaches in specifically, for example, meetings, really helps getting everyone on the same page, because if it's not clear what you're trying to do, some people will try to open up conversations and be creative and brainstorm while the others are trying to come to a decision, and that actually can add a lot of friction, and you can avoid that friction if you're aware of these two mindsets. And then the penultimate, I think, is called the penultimate module is about techniques that you can use to generate ideas, to generate options. They're the divergent, sort of opening up techniques that I think a whiteboard is perfect for. And then in the last chapter is the opposite of that. And I think whiteboards are perfect for that as well, especially because if you're in a team, everyone can look at it and have contribute is how do you converge to how do you make decisions, how do you prioritize. And at the end of this course with these basics, I think you will be able to come out with a significant improvement in your confidence and in your problem solving skills, because you will have learned all these different techniques that you can apply in different situations. And you see the guy top right who's like, all right, I got this. I can go to the whiteboard and I can draw. So I want to take you on this journey from bottom left here. Guy is a little bit fuddled, is a little bit overwhelmed, through the process of very straightforward exercises to being the person that is confident and gets up, stands on his 2 feet, and uses the whiteboard in order to solve his problems and create ideas. So that's the overview for this book. I hope I finish it very soon, so you can check it out. And I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. And thanks so much for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.